Good morning, guys. A great morning to you coming from the realest thing in the world coming out of Guyana. I want to thank all who have tuned in this morning. I want to thank you for always being vigilant, for always being there, for always being supportive. I want to thank you for your comments and your continued support. It is you who make me who I am. So, let me start my day by good morning, Farda. Nishani, good morning. Prince, good morning. Vanda Prasad, good morning. Sharda, Bibi, Simone, Terry, Savitri, Sabrina, a good morning to you. Chandra, good morning to you. Jasmine, Joan, good morning. Simone, a good morning to you. Philip, Alfred, good morning to you. Nadia, good morning. Wendy, Lorraine, Lynette, good morning. Narima, good morning. Paul, Hema, Shirini, Aslam. Yeah. So my head states, be careful whom you seek advice. And I've got a little, I might be a little high strung. And why I say that is that I have people that are of a certain or is seen to have a certain stature in society. I have doctors and lawyers and even professors would ask my advice, would ask for my input in something and get an understanding. I got a different approach. And I accept I might be a little high strung, but the end justifies the means. I am here today. I am nonetheless the Guyanese critic. I have been successful in everything that I've touched. Why should I change my methodology? Not to say you should use this method, but you have to be cognizant of who you ask or seek advice from. You got to be cognizant. And the first thing you want to do is measure that person's ability to cope with what you're asking them about. If you're asking someone about a relationship, they can't have multiple turbulent relationships and telling you what was wrong with those relationships. The only person who can tell you about a good relationship is who has had one good relationship their whole life. So a lot of people they know everything about a field, but they've not done well for themselves in that field. Right? They've not done well for themselves there, period. The women who give the most relationships advice had the most men run through them. What you got to tell people is how easy it is to get screwed over. This way you got to tell people. You got to explain to me what's the difference between you and a close clip. When you ask men about things, they know the most. You invite a contract, he know the most. So show me what have you done. Please show me. I go for hire a contractor, an engineer to oversee my job at Providence. And as soon as he comes in here, this problem, that problem, you want to try that problem. I said, so help me out with one of the ones that like this that you built. So I could look and see the changes that you made. Oh, he didn't have any, but he had everything to say about my ongoing project. This is an engineer. This is a man who's did this for his life. I respect that he's an engineer. But today, I look at his life I look at if he's known. I call one person, you know this guy? Yeah. Everybody very dismissive. Yeah. So he's not been a success in his life. You only want to garner information, take advice from people who would have been a success in the field that you're asking about. You can't ask your mother about relationship advice and how to better treat a man if you're far in there wrong. You can't ask your father about relationship advice and how to treat a woman if your mother in there wrong. Your mother might have left him. But there are men who would have overcome all the odds to keep that relationship together. That's the guy you got to talk to. I could tell you about women. I could tell you about failures. I could tell you about success. I could be honest from my own point of view. I share my opinion. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Critic.
Yeah, brother.
I love the topic, man. I love how you're giving them direct. You understand?
We gotta be real.
And everybody, yes, the realest thing out the guy. Everybody know to give you and tell you what to do, but they may know them own self. They can't even advise them own self.
Because
stick it out without the brother.
If you're listening to someone and the first thing they tell you is what your shortcoming or what they assume your fear, how do you know what my fears are?
Exactly.
You understand? When you listen to a man, I am saying I am not in a robust relationship walking with a woman by my side because it perturbs me. I got problems.
Yes, everybody got problems.
That's a matter of fact. No, but if I advising a man, like a man needs a woman. Men need women. You understand?
Exactly.
Me, I might got mommy problems. I got problems. I love holding a woman lying down in a bed with a woman, hugging a woman, making love to a woman. You understand? In the true sense, everything what a man does. When I wake up in the morning and I got to come off that bed and the woman feel lovey-dovey and want to hold me back, that is not what I want to do. It starts my day wrong. Because what I want to do, I want to get up and I want to kill that day. Now, I am a unique individual, so when I'm advising someone, that is what a man and a husband needs to do. He needs to show the care. He needs to lie down back. If it's possible, throw one more water and shit. Give you one more kiss, whatever. That just ain't me. And I'm saying, people, like a man like me, now I'm successful. If I wear my success financially and try to put that against relationship, and I give relationship, and I say, here, a man is supposed to get time with a woman, a man is supposed to be robust. No, it would be the wrong information that I'm giving.
Exactly.
So I gotta be honest that I can tell you what the best relationship looks like. I can tell you what you can work towards. But I've also accepted that I am not the best suitor. I am not the best mate. You understand? I'm hungry for different things. Like when my knee hurts, I'm in pain. I do therapy. Last night, I had a therapist come over. And when I was in Latem, I messaged the therapist. I said, here, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. I expect when you come, I need this service for an associate of mine and myself. When you come, there's a woman I'm talking to, by the way. When you come, I expect this and this and this for you. Now, let me give you the direct message. I don't make joke, right? Let me read the message for you. So, I just robust about everything wise do. So this is the message. Good afternoon. As per our discussion in relation to you offering therapy, I have an interest in procuring your services for myself and associate of mine. In the event you're called upon, it is expected that you provide your service in the utmost professional manner. It is also imperative that while performing your services, the conversations are kept to a minimum, and if any, it should be related to the job at hand, or if the client initiates conversation of their interest. All information you have preview to while performing services should be treated with confidentiality. So now, when I send the picture to my partner, he said, oh, is a woman? Yes, I say yes, but I have to make her aware that I expect a professional. She come last night and she has an understanding. That is what I expect. You understand?
Yes.
And like everything else in life, like I lie down and I'm talking, I'm saying things. When I stop talking, you need to stop talking. The conversation ends. You understand? No, I'm not saying that that is the way how people should treat people. But I'm saying when you're around me, that is how I deal. You understand? Like I can't take a woman that's yapping. When I wake up in the morning, I don't want to have a discussion about a problem we had last night. I try now to confront things as they come. I used to be dodging, dealing with my children and issues. They're grown old now. I don't have to deal with it. I used to be dodging issues. Now I deal with issues head on. I don't care if you're eating lunch. I don't care what you're doing. When I decide I want a meeting and I want to deal with things, I want to deal with it now.
But you're dealing with things very professional.
You gotta be professional, brother.
Yes.
You understand? The Guyanese Critic has a woman therapist coming over. How you believe we dealing with her? Then I said, let me send a vehicle for you. She said, oh no, you gotta give me the address, right? And I can catch a taxi because I want to know where. I say, you want to know where you're coming? You know who you're speaking to? My reputation and how I carry myself speaks for itself. You understand? When you start asking, I want to know if you're in study because I don't know where I'm going to be. Yesterday, I wanted to go over by me friend them and do the therapy because the lady moving with a table. I would go over by me friend in the living room, pull up with she and she take just up. It's so it's roll, it's so me and the people around me close. You understand? So because of this robust method, Kish Sharma is asking what the therapist? Well, they have different therapists. A physiotherapist is someone who dealing with certain aspects, muscles and joints and these problems, physical. At least that's what I need from a therapist. Like how he has got a masseur, somebody doing massage. This is someone has more of an understanding of the inner workings of the muscle. Like how long had a big man that's going to rub your joints. You understand? Right? But this is someone who's trained and qualified in the area. So I'm telling y'all, when it comes to people giving advice, Sharon, yes. Sharon Alfonso, yes. I know. That is why I sent a note to her of a specific form. When I was talking to her, messaging her when I was in Latin. And by the time I came back, I was tired. So I head from the airport and come straight home and sleep. And I told her she was waiting for the afternoon. But what I do is if I have somebody waiting to me, somebody for hour, I plan to pay them for hour, I get them. We would have to have some sort of a relationship or an understanding. An understanding, not a relationship. You have to have a good working relationship with people who work for you. But we'd have to have some sort of an understanding that there are times I say things and I don't execute on them. Because when I come from the airport, I don't have no time with, oh, I made an appointment. I'm tired and I want to sleep. I don't care about what appointments I have. I'm exhausted. I'm not the kind of guy that stands up at a thing and can get blackout. If I'm tired, I sit. I wouldn't hold out, and then fall and get blackout. I'm not that kind of guy. You understand? I don't care what's going on. That is just me. That is not necessarily the way you have to carry yourself. That is why when I'm advising, I can tell you what is good and what is right for you. And also tell you that is not my nature. That is not what I do. And why I'm telling you this, you continually meet people who seeks advice from people who should not be giving advice. The first thing when seeking advice, you ask, and I got a friend. He married a girl. I don't like giving him advice. He may be watching this. I don't like giving him advice. Giving him advice annoys me. Or when he asks me for advice, it annoys me. I dating a woman. He got a girl at that time, child mother. And when I see her actions, I said, this girl is toxic. You need to leave her. She's toxic. Making all kind of claims, doing all kind of normal. This is not an upset woman. Hey, bro. Talk to me. What you want to do? What you want to do today? Tell me. We just fly back from, we went let them fly in. We're not... I went to Barbies. Yeah. No problem, bro. Cool. Yeah. So I told him. He went on to marry the woman. Big wedding. With a helicopter. Then the shit hit the fan. And he asked advice again. This is the next thing. Not only who you seek advice from, who you give advice to. I really and truly don't care. I got next partner. Accept partner. This is the process. This is where we're going. This is where I'm going. And the reason I told all my friends the stories about where I'm going, where I expect to go, is for them to know that I want to take them along. You can't sit down with a man and say, I want you in my life. Come with me. They're going to think I'm an auntie man. But when I used to be sit down drinking, I said, partner, we gonna make, I never said me. I never said I. I said, we are going to make money. Your body. I refer to myself as your body is going to make money. When I say your body, I have included you in this thing. We are going to make money. A man call me daddy, get the thing a little help, man. I could see things and know where they gonna work out. Now again, remember you ask me advice. I'm telling you that this is not gonna work out. I mean, you're telling a man, this is where you gotta look at. When I'm advising a man on relationship advice and he asks, where is this going? It's not going to go anywhere. I could tell you what your relationship is going to be like with your children. I have enough experience. What is going to be like with your wife? What is going to be like with your husband? Because unlike other people looking at things, I have a unique perspective of things. So if a friend asks me where this relationship is going to be, I tell him it's not going to work. And it's not based on the woman's attitude alone. Or sometimes it might not even be based on the woman's attitude. It might be based on his inability to nurture and support a good woman. So when I tell he, partner, that thing not gonna work out, he didn't ask me why. And I'm a guy who's straight to the point. It's not gonna work out Because you ain't man enough to deal with this woman. There are many women out there that are manning up. And you can't expect a woman having to figure out how to take this little money that you bringing in. You coming home drunk, staggering. You can't represent her as a man in the family. You can't represent her against the other men out there that is preying on her. And she got to man up. And then when you come, she got to woman down. When you come home, she's got to be a man for these kids. She's got to be a man for your mother who abusing shit and cussing shit on. She has to be a man for everything else. And when you come and meet she as a man, and she treats you like that, you're saying, you got a woman down. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the lady calling from New York concerning my sister selling on the road. Constable Yappy take her off the street. They tell she write a letter, and Candace Nelson said that they didn't give her permission to sell. My sister cannot work. She lose her son, and since then she left frail. Every time she was working at the Marriott, and she fall down at work. She pressure went on and she fall down. And somebody tell me they got a link to Yappy, but they say it's got started with 100,000.
No, but everybody, listen to me. Vending is a normal thing in Judge. Is 100,000 they want? Who want 100,000, man?
No, Yappy. They tell me they got the link to Yappy for talk to share up here, but it's got to share 100,000.
Who's Yappy?
Every day, whenever the constable will tell my sister she can't sell. I Candace Nelson signed. They tell she write a letter. She write the letter. Remember, I tell you when I call you, they tell me write the letter. When I write the letter, they say, Candace Nelson said, no, don't go on the road. Can't she go on the road and tell them to lock shop? Because remember, I sending things from here for she sell. It's not no big stand or nothing critics.
No, but wherever they have, listen to me, if you go down Regent Street, the mayor and city council has made the Georgetown a disaster as a result of putting vendors all over the place. They cannot decide they put in everybody else and not put your sister. What is she to do?
Okay. Well,
this morning I'll follow up with it again.
Sorry, lady, tell me she's got Yappy big money. And I know that if every vendor on the road said, Yappy's a big money lady. I remember my sister now come out on the road, she ain't got the money. I'm talking the truth.
I'll follow up with it again today. I'll call, send back your sister information to me on WhatsApp. I'll call the new mayor himself and try to get him to intervene.
Yeah. Please.
Roger that.
That is your last son, and there's a lot going on. I can't get me bills there for pay.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much.
They can't play like they regularizing vending now. It's take money, that's what it's do. I know. I know. And the thing is, it doesn't go to city council. This is a run-ins. The chief constable them is walk up and down the road collecting money. That's what it's do. Give a woman a break, man. This is the thing what they do in black people, you know. It's just that black people don't talk when they're taking a beating. Black people different from Indian people. Indian people cry for nothing. Indian people got to set them money and cry for more. Black people take a beating from the PNC and don't say nothing. This is what's going on. Oh, PPP gonna stop you from vending. They win the city council and they want money. It's corruption with them. What PNC doing? You remember the mantra before the election? PPP gonna stop you from vending. That's not me, Lady Billiam Carl. Yeah. So I'm telling you about advice. So I advise this partner. And from time to time he come for advice. I tell you the other day. I say a sign at a wedding. I say a sign. Say no, he sign. He cared to put it in. Then a couple of days after he tell me, yeah, the document go. He know that once your sign is there. I am very meticulous about who I give advice to. Because once you give somebody advice one time, two times, and they don't listen to you, they come for fuck around your head. They come for getting your head. They're getting you an unnecessary conversation. Me got time for that. Being me friend and asking me advice is like getting instruction. When I tell you it's for execute. If I tell you this thing ain't working, you come and tell me the next day that you know the girl. Watch me. When me ex left the last time, I said not again. You know why? She left 2 times before, 3 times before. Me is the bad one. Me is the bad one. The alcoholism, the infidelities, everything else. I'm the bad one. I accept that I'm the bad one. Right? I am the bad one. But every time, sometimes I'm up on Regent Street and I am tearing up and my friend Mark sits beside me with the rum shop, we drink. And then he got the car, drive with the car, me got my hiker go look for she, beg she and bring she back. My friend is with me all the way. And when one day I sat down and realized, you are the problem here, buddy. You don't make good husband material. And look at what you're putting your friends through. People don't look at things, sir. They don't care if the whole house fall down. They would make everybody miserable for their feelings. People don't care. They want to carry you through that roller coaster. Whether you got a good relationship and a great relationship, they want to include you in their shit. Just why not only who you seek advice from is who you give advice to. You gotta be careful. You gotta be very careful. Like me, wait, last thing I put the information, by the way, I'm on another fasting regiment. I've started fasting since I left Letem. I eat a set of shit in Letem. I eat cake. I eat fried fish, saturated fat oils. I eat fruits, all kind of fruits. I drink Milo and milk. Oh, Jesus. When I think, I said, partner, you got to get this thing out your system. As soon as I come off the plane, I eat tasso, roast and fried beef. You understand? Now straight into the politics of Georgetown and Guyana. Look what's going on here. So recently, APNU held a thank you for Summit supporters. And we can take one car now. Right? We take one car in a square. They hold a thank you for Summit supporters. So we can do a car in a square here and check how much people they here. And on average, this is the densest area. We can do a square here. And we can average and we can multiply it by 4. And you can know how much people went. Right? Imagine they ain't get in Georgetown, they ain't get enough members. So PNC thanking the people in Georgetown. They had a thank you parade. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54. So you have 54 in the car there. Right? 54, it's 200 for turn. Now, thank you. A thank you. Obviously, they got drinks and things. There could have been a party. Now, it's 200. It's 50 in a car now. And we got to remember, covered along the most dense area. So, this is 150. This here gonna be 150. And there is less than 50 there. But we ain't gonna be exact. You got people gonna be under them 10 tons. So. Right? So this gives you a gauge of how people feeling about the PNC. The PNC used to be a political party that could have amassed a gathering of 5,000 in no time. People run out. And the opposition has always been that way, but this has not been a successful opposition. They've not seen success. Let me go to Lethem, where Vice President Jagdeo has been able to amass thousands of people. But not only to talk, right? Not only to talk. Here is some more from Vice President Jagdeo meeting today with benefit of the government part-time job initiative. This is 9. This is a day ago. This earlier that day. A day ago. This is so this is from when he landed at the airport. Right? You could go to this page and you get these photos. So this is from when Vice President landed at the airport. I was there, by the way, but this is his photographer. In these cases, I do take a back seat with the intention of understanding and really seeing what the people's interests are, getting information on the amount of people that is getting help, ensuring that the people are genuinely getting help, the amount of money the government is spending. This is supposed to be a job for the opposition. So this is the residence. There's some of the people who came out to meet the Vice President at the airport. You see with me there? Way at the back. You see from the bush. There's no from the bush. You see with me there? Can't miss the bush. Yes, way at the back there. The opposition is supposed to be following these people. Always behind the scene. Right? The opposition is supposed to be following these people and making sure they're held accountable. So this is the Vice President where they kept, this here alone had about 500 people the night. Had come out and was a little social for the people. All these residents of Linden, Lethem and surrounding communities, right? So, the Vice President, this is the Mayor of Lethem, Mr. Macedo, and the Vice President had discussions with the Mayor and explained to him his interest in the development. These are councillors for the township of Lethem. And he explained, the mayor had a meeting with them and explained to them what was his interest, what he hoped seen done in Lethem and the region. This is, so showing you at this event, there was an average of about 1,000 people. People came out in their numbers. And I think for the most part, people were satisfied with what they got and the fact that the vice president himself, no less than the vice president himself, would have heard and addressed their issues and promised to go back. These are different two shows. This is the chairman of LETEM, of the region. And the vice president made sure that when he was finished, he went through the crowd and sit down and listen to people's issues. 1,000 cash grants were given out and 1,000 part-time jobs were created in the region. I know about 400 in LETEM, the township of LETEM itself, and surrounding communities also got. So that was what was going on for the weekend, and that was what was going on in LETEM. Now, there's a vast comparison, and that speaks for itself. The opposition continue to say the government is bribing people, but they could give and they could do this. How does that work? Creating jobs, now, between the part-time jobs and the cash grants, there's some 5,000 people recently getting in, and they're going to be more in Region 1 and different areas in the far-flung communities. When the PNC came into government, they took away 2,000 jobs from Amerindians. 2,000 take away right away. One that's across the country. Jagdeo went and in Region 9 created 1,000 jobs. Just Region 9 alone now. That's how hard they come back. Now, what's my interest? Not Jagdeo. My interest is those 1,000 people. It is one less 1,000 Guyanese is only 750,000. And if every other day 1,000 Guyanese get some form of assistance, do you have the statistics on how many children getting the cash grant? Anybody knows it out of their head? Anybody working at the Ministry of Education could give me that information? Anybody works at the Ministry of Education and have preview to how many, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm trained. I am trained, certified, and licensed massage therapist. With regards to the message you had to send to the woman about confidential access, if she trained professional, yes, she did say she's a professional trainer and so on. Wow. This is so interesting. And a lot of times I miss, look what's going on here. This is the Prime Minister in Bartica. Yesterday, the Prime Minister in Bartica. Thousands of people turned out in Bartica. So Saturday was let him with Jagdeo. How much children? Anybody? Good morning. There's a massive fire present at Diamond 22 School Street. At present, there is no fire service arrive. Wire or sparking need to be addressed ASAP. So there's a fire, Guyana Fire Service. Please head down to Diamond 22 School Street. Somebody just put a message here to me. I don't know. Good morning. I thought you always. Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday evening. We're heading out, correct? I need to schedule some things. Let me get it right. It's Tuesday night. We heading out. Because we got accommodations for Wednesday night. So Tuesday night we heading out. I can come over for lunch today and we can talk about it. And yeah, be careful whom you ask advice. Anybody has the information? 240 schools in public and private thing. Harry, the schools and will be placed in abandon. I want to know an amount of children. I don't want to know. Oh, 214,000 school children. 214,000. So when it's going across this country, as this government goes across this country, and as they touch lives, they got number to do. When I went to let him, Prime Minister was in Bartica yesterday. Hundreds he touched, or 1,000. I gotta find out. Right? When the Vice President went to let him, no less than 2,000 people were affected. So 214,000 students by $40,000 a year. That goes to parents or takes off a load from parents. That's what one got to watch. That's what one got to pay attention to. Right? There's lemon water. I try to drink it most mornings. Lemon in my water with pink Himalayan salt. That gives me some minerals and so on. And I've started a fasting regimen since lunchtime. Or a little after lunchtime, Saturday. You imagine, since the government came into power, good morning, bro, 214,000, both public and private schools, 214,000. Since the government came into power, immediately, 214,000 people were affected positively. And every week there's been something. I got to ask the Minister of Public Works, how many people are affected by the community roads that are being done? The hospital service is shit, by the way. I can't ask the Minister of Health about nothing. It's bare complaints about the hospital service. A girl sent mon report. Watch, a girl sent a picture, a video to me as a matter of fact. And this man in this condition, he had to go and sit down and wait till the hospital. They will call me and begging me. He's alive. He just badly injured. Both foot mangled. Both foot broke up. This man here had to go and wait at accident and emergency. Right? His family called me and said, Critic, oh God, help we. Help we. Right? So, for wrap up, oh shit, it's done after 8 o'clock. I got, you know how me Mondays go. Again, be careful who you take advice from. Be cognizant and aware of who you give advice to. If you don't take advice 1 time, 2 time, ease them off. Because you're investing in them and you'll fail. Because they really and truly don't want your advice. And open up your eyes in this country and try to understand what could benefit you. I can't tell you who's going to benefit you. Capitalize on the environment that exists. Thanks. Stay sharp.